There's many times in life where something happens either to you or someone you know that just really puts things into perspective. And this is one of those moments. I'll get into this in a second here. But it's instances like this where it makes me step back and just seem kind of selfish in that what I complain about is so petty in this world, is so trivial. Because in the grand scheme of things, I have things very well off. And I'm not saying that to brag about it, but in comparison to real problems of this world and to real people, things are just not that bad, even in my worst hour. And this instance that I'm talking to you about here is one of those moments that make me step back. And I have a resource here where I can speak to a number of people and potentially get a handful of people to help out this situation. I want to read you a little excerpt here, or just a little biography, for lack of a better term, from a GoFundMe page that has been set up for a little 7-year-old boy named Joey. Let me just go ahead and read this here real quick. And I'll put it on the screen so you can follow along now. My 7-year-old nephew, Joey, is the light of our family and captures the heart of just about everyone he meets. He has a love for sports, and he is a superstar soccer and basketball player. Joey loves WWE wrestling, especially John Cena. Check out his cool picture and page name. Thanks, Dan and Angie. Joey became a big brother in May and just loves entertaining his baby brother, Robbie. He is just the best kid ever. Just recently, Joey has been getting severe headaches. Joey has since spent many nights in the hospital and has bravely gone through many tests, including a biopsy on a mass on his brain. He now faces 6 weeks of radiation and chemotherapy to fight off a high-grade astrocytoma brain tumor. Joey is a strong, brave kid, and we know that he will fight his hardest against this awful disease. Our family appreciates all the kind words and prayers that we have already received. Please continue prayers and positive thoughts to help Joey, his parents, Jennifer and Joe, and his new little brother, Robbie. Donations of any amount are greatly appreciated and will go directly to the Clayton family for medical expenses, travel to and from the treatment each weekday, and so both parents can hopefully be by his side. Thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. I will update Joey's progress within the next few weeks. Now, you might be asking yourselves why I'm, choosing to promote this, for lack of a better term. I personally know Joey and his family, and it's one thing to know that things like this exist out there and life deals a cruel hand to just innocent children that are doing nothing but being children in this world. I mean, this is a kid that just likes wrestling. I see a lot of myself in this little kid. He's just a 7-year-old that liked wrestling just like I did. Played soccer. I played soccer when I was a kid. Just little things that, you just take for granted, when life can just all of a sudden just smack you with a harsh reality that you can never predict coming. And I have this resource here. I think I already mentioned this, but I have this resource here where I can talk to you guys. And I feel it would be a disservice if I can't at least reach out, make a video about something like this, and encourage people to help out with this. Now, I know in the past I've spoke down about, people using a lot of these, GoFundMe type sites, but this isn't someone trying to get money for a movie or finance some little frivolous activity in their life. I can vouch for this family. This family isn't going to take your money and buy televisions with it or put in a new swimming pool in the backyard or anything like that. This is a family that actually needs this money, and it would help out. I don't care if I even just as little as I do here, if me getting 10 people to donate $10 a piece, and this family has $100 to simply put towards gas to get to and from this treatment facility that Joey is going to be getting treatment at, because they don't exactly live right down the street from the place. If that's the least I can do is get $100 to put into their gas tank, their fuel expense, then hey, I'll be greatly appreciative of that and feel that I had a job well done here. So, it's not too often that I make videos like this, and if anything, if prayer's your thing, send prayers Joey's way. Send this video around. I don't often ask you guys to promote a video of mine or anything like that. I'm not in this to make money or anything like that, so I can just, all I can say is I can vouch for the sincerity here, the objective of this family to get this money, to use it towards medical expenses, and that it is all for legit means. Like I said, this ain't some guy making a GoFundMe project to help finance his internet movie or some lame ass shit like that. And if anything, if one thing you're going to take from seeing this is, you know, just have an understanding of just how stuff like this can happen. I mean, I couldn't even imagine what it is like to have a 7-year-old child get diagnosed with something like this. To just have a child last May followed up with Christmas and get this news. I couldn't imagine what that is possibly like. Because the problems I have in my life are a minuscule fraction that you can't even see in comparison. So think about stuff like this, and this is what I always do when I start, and I know I make frivolous videos about this or that here on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is for entertainment. I'm not here to tell you about the sob stories of the world, but when something like this hits home and hits people that I personally know, I feel I should tell you about it. But it's instances like this that I step back in life, and when I'm in real world life and off of YouTube, I try not to piss and moan about random shit, because in the grand scheme of things, things are pretty goddamn good. You know, I don't have a kid that's like little Joey that's getting dealt this cruel hand in life, and I couldn't imagine what it's like to be in someone's shoes having to deal with something like that. So think about that, and that's what I say, you know, as my best advice is, things may be bad, but man, there is someone that has it a hell of a lot worse than you. And if you're one of the few people that does have it worse, then that's just all too harsh of a cruel reality of how unpredictable life can be. And it's sad, but that's the reality. Anyway, a link for the GoFundMe page is in the video description. Anyone that donates to this, you have no idea how grateful I am for you giving to this. Again, this is a family that is going to need and use this money the right way. And I can personally vouch for that. And I wouldn't vouch for something like this if I was like, oh, I don't know, I don't really trust them with that money. I personally know this family. I know little Joey. And this is a bad circumstance for just a little kid trying to be a little kid in life. And life just dealt him that cruel hand. Anyways, thanks in advance. Thanks for any possible thing you can do to help spread this message. And on behalf of Joey's family, who didn't put me up to this, thank you. Have a good day, everyone.